If you don't have the question, most people in this audience who have grown up, they've been told, listen, don't ask questions, just do as you're told, and that's it. But wake up, you are living in a world where people are constructing their lives around their intellect. They are saying, if this water is clean, I will drink it. If it's not clean, you could call it Abu Zamzam, I'm not going to drink it. Sorry. So, I would like to use today's very brief discourse to start the process of questioning. And I know that sounds rather odd, because ulama tell you not to ask questions, they are designed to give you answers. Yeah, sure, I'm sure answers will come. But you need to start asking questions. What are you doing here? Where are you from? What are you doing? You don't know when you came, when you go. What is your object in this life? Let's pray to Allah today. Oh Allah, we're not going to get all the answers in this session, but let's start that process of critical evaluation in our lives. And look at ourselves in front of the mirror and say, who are you? Who actually are you? Do I know you? Or have I just constructed you around my designer wear because people say, wow, you're trendy, or because I'm garbed, because people say you're an alim, or because I'm tuned to what people say and I'm of a social class, or I'm of a social economic background and no one will touch me. All these are labels which are distracting us from asking serious questions about ourselves. And the Quran and Sunnah have all the answers, but the problem is we don't want to ask the questions. So let's start this process today by asking some of those questions. Before I start my discourse, I would like you all to read Durood and Salam on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa sallam. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ونسلم على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين العارفين أصحابه وأحبائه أجمعين أما بعد فقال الله عز وجل في شان حبيبه مخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created this universe and regulated this universe with the law of science. Science dictates my life and dictates your life. But there was one personality which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created before the creation of this universe, that wasn't dictated by science, but dictated to science. And the name of that personality was Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you go to the shop and purchase an item which is a technical or which is technologically complicated, with every product that you buy, the manufacturer quite logically provides you with an instruction manual. Now, if you don't read that instruction manual and you suffer damage, injury, then tough. The manufacturer says, I've covered my back. Why? If you can't be bothered to read my book, then if you use what I have given you and you suffer, then it's your own fault. But you can only make a claim against the manufacturer if you have suffered a loss from the product in a way that the manufacturer has not covered in his instruction manual. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created this universe, before creating this universe, He created the instruction manual of this universe. We store data in a database. Allah has also a database. He also has a computer. And the name of that computer is called Lawh Mahfuz. What is it called? Please say it loudly, I can't hear you. Or in biblical terms, the guarded tablet. Lawh Mahfuz. What will you have for breakfast tomorrow morning is written in the Lawh Mahfuz. How many hair you have on your head is written in the Lawh Mahfuz. How many particles of sand there are on this earth or anywhere in this universe is written on the Lawh Mahfuz. There is no data pertaining to this universe that is not written on the Lawh Mahfuz. And who gave all that knowledge to the Lawh Mahfuz? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Through the wasila, through the medium, here was the database. Allah didn't just say, okay, give the knowledge straight away. There was a medium. And what was that medium? The name of that wasila, the name of that medium was called Al-Qalam. فَعَلَّمَ الْقَلَمَ. Allah gave knowledge to the qalam and said, Uktub, write. The qalam wrote. And the hadith, an authentic hadith, says, what did the pen write? فَكَتَبَ مَا كَانَ وَمَا يَكُونَ. The pen wrote everything. So, the knowledge of this entire universe was first given to the pen. And this is not like one of these pens here, where you just write. This is a different pen. Allah's pen is different. Inshallah, some other day we'll talk about what is this pen. But for your information, it's not like your average biro. Why? Because the biro doesn't move on its own accord. It needs an author to prompt it. But this pen is a self-intelligent being, self-sustainable being that has so much knowledge that actually not only received knowledge, but then transcribed that knowledge. So for Ilm al-Qalam, Allah created the Qalam. There is no knowledge of this universe that the Qalam does not have. Baat samajh aa rahi hai ya nahi? I look at you and you're all looking at me as if this is a murder trial or something. For goodness sake, you can bring a smile on your face. This is the milad of the Prophet ﷺ. And by the way, you get sawab for a smile. Did you know that? When two people meet each other, 70 rewards are distributed amongst them. There's a hadith. How are they distributed? The angel comes when he says Assalamu alaikum, he says Wa alaikum assalam. Who gets more? 70. The one who has more of a smiling face. the angel gives him more. And if the person says, Assalamu alaikum, he's going to say, alright, just give him one for the record. Yeah, alright, you proved your point. Yeah, you said Assalamu alaikum. But the one who says it with a smile, Allah likes a smile. Allah's beloveds, they smile. Why? Because smile is a source of happiness, isn't it? We're here on an occasion of happiness. So this is not a murder trial. You can smile, by the way. What was I saying?
Knowledge of the color.
This is another way of finding out if you're actually following, or if you're just saying Subhanallah. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no knowledge that the qalam does not have. فَعَلَّمَ الْقَلَمِ. And I'm not going to go into the grammatics of عَلَّمَ يُعَلِّمُ تَعْلِيمًا. He gave so much knowledge to the qalam. And the qalam has more knowledge than all the angels put together. The qalam has more knowledge than all the angels put together. Not one angel, not two angels. All the angels put together, and the qalam has more knowledge. فَعَلَّمَ الْقَلَمِ. And the qalam was the wasila. And then after the ilm was given to the qalam, Allah said, Aqtab, write. So the qalam wrote, where? On the Lawh Mahfuz. Every single thing. مَا كَانَ وَمَا يَكُونَ. There is nothing of this universe that wasn't written in the Lawh Mahfuz. So this was Allah's database. Now, when He created human beings, cut a long story short, naturally, human beings are a very complicated species. Now to guide them, He said, you know when you have a database and you want to take some data from the database, nowadays you have what you call a flash drive. In the old days you used to have a floppy disk. Now you have a flash drive. Or, for those elders who are in this hall, who don't like computers, you have a good old book, and a very thick book, and someone asks you to write a reference. So what you do is, instead of carrying the whole book, you just write a little bit of the book that you need, and you carry it. You don't have to carry the whole book. So we say this is an extract from the book. Allah wanted to guide human beings. The first extract from Lawh Mahfuz for the purpose of guidance that was sent was called, anyone know what that name was? By the way, is there food arranged after this occasion? I'm told there is food. So I know you may be hungry, but that's food for the body, this is food for the room. So, what was I saying? Marvelous.